Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Oh, it's been a while. I am so sorry. I've been a bit ill. I've been a bit busy. I've been a bit ill, bit busy. It's been a little cycle of shenanigans going on. However, we're all right. I've still got to go to doctors at some point. I'm doing that stupid thing that you. Oh, I've already got on my soapbox. I'm doing that bloody stupid thing twice a day, bloody phoning up, going, oh, excuse me, can I please have an appointment? Oh, no, sorry, all the appointments are gone for today. You can ring back at 1 and try again. Like some sort of freaking lottery. I probably would have won more. Every time phoning up. This is what we should do, ladies and gentlemen. This is my our new game. Every time you need to phone up for a doctor's appointment, at the same time, while you're on wait, on the hold, oh, you're 87th in the queue. Then you open up the National Lottery app, as long as you're legal and you ain't got any issues about gambling. And then place a lucky dip on the next lottery. See what comes up first. Oh, that's basically what's going on. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. All that jazz. I have missed you. The UK Nature Watch malarkey up and running, doing a thing. It's nice. Please go and subscribe over there if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over there. We need to get to 1,000. Okay, the money gets unlocked. YouTube pennies, AdSense pennies gets unlocked at 1,000. However, that's not the reason why. At 1,000, we also get YouTube additional kind of shenanigans, unlocks extra technical goodies. And that's the reason why I need to unlock it, because then subscribers over there can then, for example, change things on the channel and do things, and it'll be a lot more interactive. But we can't unlock that until we unlock, YouTube unlocks it, and we can't unlock, YouTube unlock it until we get to 1,000. So if you can, please subscribe. It'd be very lovely indeed, very nice indeed. And thank you to everybody who's supporting that over there. It's phenomenal. Excellent stuff. And actually, we're looking for another location somewhere in the UK. We're casting our net wide. So please, comment down below if you've got any suggestions, because it would be real. If you happen to be the owner or custodian of a lovely historic place, or got a bit of land or something or other, and you've got internet access and you would like us to put another kind of shenanigans up near you, then please get in contact down below and we'll reach out and malarkey. Anyway. Today is, I'm going into this McSweeney, Starmer, not doing, accounting for this £700,000. It's complicated because it has technically, it's always technical, isn't it? It's technically been looked into once before, and Labour got fined £14,000 because they didn't account for it. It was, it's a misunderstanding. Whoopsie daisy. We should have accounted for it, and now we are. But as of in the last 48 hours, as I record this, an email has come out, which the Conservatives have got, and have given it to the Commission, Electoral Commission, whoever they are. What do they do all day, right? If there's only elections every 2 years or so, local elections. And then every 4 years or so, roughly, general elections. What do they do for the rest of the time? What are they doing? Anyway, I feel like that's a tangent. So it's now come to light that there is an email between McSweeney and the Labour lawyers specifically saying we need to cover this up. So it's now a cover-up, not a whoops-a-daisy. And that's what I want to focus in on, is where's this now going to go? Because this feels like one, that moron, what's his name? Mandelson, moron Mandelson. He feels like he's all over this, leaking this, right, to get his own back, malarkey. And two, not if he is or not, I don't know, but it feels like he's all over this. And two, this actually feels like the more of the, if you go back a few readings, the thing that hasn't come out yet. And it feels like this is the subject matter of the thing that hasn't come out yet. And to like check in later on. That was the previous reading. It's like, well, we're not going to talk about it, but there's a specific thing, and this feels like it's connected to that. If you're playing along, that was it. So let's find out what is going to happen with this McSweeney. Starmer purposely covering up £700,000 donations through Labour Together or Labour Future Thingy Bob or whatever the whatever the think tank of a think tank. Oh, who cares? For the greatest good for all concerned. Now it's coming out that it's not a misunderstanding or an accidental, an accountant thing. It was a actual cover-up for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes, very, very nice indeed. So, right. Let's find. These feel tingly. Tingly, I say. Right. Justice. Oh, wow. And that felt heavy. That felt like a proper kind of slap kind of thing here. Oh, okay. The devil. The devil's in the detail. That's what I'm getting from that one. 5 of Cups. Oops-a-daisy. Spilt milk. They've been caught out. Properly caught out. Queen of Wands. This feels like someone's trying to get away. This feels like a lifeboat. Kind of almost like the I know this is an overused metaphor for Labour recently, but basically this is Titanic, right? This is desperately getting away from it. Run away, Monty Python style, right? Wow. I keep being drawn back to the Justice card here. Something along the lines of due faith. What's the word? It's a technical legal phrase. It's like in good faith. That's what I'm getting from that. We worked together in good faith. We investigated you in good faith. Something like that, where it's like this was supposed to be, all on the up and up. You've been caught. We're supposed to be like, okay, let's find out. Let's investigate. All on the up and up. But it now turns out you were lying. Devil's in the detail. Wow. Oh, this is going to be interesting. 3 of Cups. This feels like 3 people involved. These feel like parties, not a party, if you get what I'm saying. This have you missed me? Have you? I've missed doing it, I'll tell you that. But yeah, the 3 of Cups is very much kind of, it feels like there's 3 vested interests. There were kind of 3 people clubbing together to cover up, because it was each of them not necessarily getting into power, general election, Labour and all that kind of stuff, but they had vested interest in covering their own backsides, as it were, or something along those lines. 9 of Wands, defending their ground. Wounded warrior, down but not out. 2 of Cups. Going back to this kind of jumping ship thing here going on. It's also interesting that we're already lost one. One of these look at us doing maths. 3 of Cups here, 2 of Cups there. So it's like we've already lost one person. Now, this could be more on Mandelson. He's down. He's trying to defend himself, and now we're just left to two. As an example, McSweeney and Stuttery Starmer. Yeah? Walking people. Is it... Do you think that's a laugh? Like, because even Reeves does it. When we all know technically they can't answer the questions directly. It's like, but it does sound as like a really pathetic duck laugh, doesn't it? A bit of like, If ducks could laugh, I would assume it would sound something similar to that. So, but yeah, it feels as if like one's down and the other two are desperately trying to hold this together. I'm desperately trying to work out who this is, the Queen of Wands here. I'm trying to tap into that energy and it's a bit elusive. So let's have a look at this. Ten of Swords. So yeah, painful ending. Yeah, this is very much kind of, this is the inevitable. They're screwed. Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, this is weird. Because normally a Page of Pentacles is kind of planting that seed of opportunity. It's kind of, we want to manifest this thing, hence the planting of the seed, yeah? This is kind of, I'm getting the weird energy of, well, scratch your back, I'll scratch mine, like that kind of energy, yeah? But I want something. That's the energy I'm getting with this, which is very odd for the Page of Pentacles. Very odd. Interesting also that they're looking at each other as well, because I always look at the pretty pictures, right? So we've got the porcupine looking at the unicorn and vice versa. It's like, I can see the issue you're in, but I want something from it. Four of Pentacles, security. It does feel like there is this agreement is happened here, but this feels like 2-3 weeks away. This still feels like the damage is going to happen. There's more damage to be done. That could be Rayna. Like jumping ship. But equally, it could be, someone called them something brilliant. You know, like your party malarkey. Someone referred, because like, I don't think Jezebel actually sounds great, or is it actually anything good in any way, shape? It's just a rubbish like nickname for them, right? However, someone, I can't remember to name and shame / give credit, but they referred to them as the fruit and nut party, and I thought that was brilliant. But then now it sounds possibly like Sultana is going to leave, so then it's just going to be the nut party. It's just disappointing. Overarching, Six of Pentacles, the exchange of something. This feels like exchange instead of payoff, give and take kind of thing. 10 of Cups, underlying energy. So kind of happily ever after is going to happen eventually. But for who? Because for the Justice card to be here, straight out the bat, they're in a woeful amount of... And remember, at the same time, also, they're getting the Lord Alley stuff going on and all that kind of malarkey. It's just... It's interesting how, like, they just want money, labour in it. It's all about the money. It's weird. We wanna make things better for working people, but we're gonna make the money. It's weird. Very, very odd. So this is for the new boys and girls. This is the foundation of the reading. We're not going to level up here. We're going to do a little bit of gossip, and then we're going to do the outcome at the end and find out what's going to go on. So, there you are. Couldn't find the deck there. It was hiding. So while I'm shuffle these, please subscribe and ding-a-ling that bell, and same across on the UK Nature Watch side. And put, if you're reading along, comment down below who you think that Queen of Wands is, because it's kind of got the energy of saving themselves. Yeah, it's literally kind of let them deal with the mess. Yeah, the sinking ship behind them. But I'm just, it's very. It's a weird energy which I'm not really describing very well. It's got the energy of along the lines of core. That was a close one. Core. That was Oh, I'm glad I'm not involved in that. That kind of relief kind of energy. Yeah. But yeah, and down below is also where you can suggest future readings for the channel. So now I'm back and all that kind of stuff. And thankfully for the UK Nature Watch stuff, the way I've built it is because obviously at the moment we've been building from the ground up. Now, in theory, because it's all in theory, I can now duplicate technically what I've done already in the UK Nature Watch thing for different locations, and then personalize them for those locations instead of building from the ground up. So now it should be, instead of like on and off couple of weeks driving down there and all that kind of stuff for where we are now, it should be kind of like a 1-2 day kind of deployment, and then it will be up and running. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, very, very nice. Oh, no, it's also streaming towards Twitch and Kick if you would like to follow over there. It's called follow, not a subscribe over there. So, but yeah, it'd be very, very nice indeed, because we need the numbers over there as well. It'd be very, very nice. So, shockingly, just search for UK Nature Watch. I know, branding, people. Branding. It's very sexy. So let's find out the gossip. There's one more shuffle, it felt like. Yep, here we go. Cut the deck. Very nice. So, and also, by the way, thummy like the videos. That'd be very, very nice indeed, because it just makes me feel special. It's just an ego trip, if anything else, and it also, fuels the algorithm and bribes it to push it along and all that kind of stuff, and hype if you're into that sort of thing. There's all these things that you've got to remember these days. It's craziness. So let's have a look here. Commercial airline, the money. Right? Vested interests. Following the money, it now feels like. The devil resigns from office. Wow. That could be McSweeney. It doesn't feel like frontline. It feels like office kind of thing. 5 of Cups. Trying to control the narrative, but they've spilt milk. They're still mourning over the loss of the 3 cups, as it were. 3 cups down here. It's like, this is why we like maths, people. As we're turning into some form of mystical Sesame Street here. But yeah, trying to desperately control the narrative. Now, there's someone who's jumping ship. Oh, Shadow Ruler. Oh, hello. Oops, there's a mic there. I was just fondling my chinny chin chin there, because it was like, it could be Angela Rayner, but the problem is it doesn't feel like her generic energy that I've been picking up over the months. It feels very new in that respect, if it is. But she's definitely holding the cards. She is definitely holding the cards. Three of Cups down here. Evidence of scandal, isn't there just? Nine of Wands. Consequence. I told you it was more on Mandelson. I told you it's got fingerprints all over it. And that this feels like, from that energy, it genuinely feels like a shot across the bow. This is not, all right, the usual. Okay. This feels like chapter 1. This feels the prologue even. This doesn't feel like the full-on attack. This is just like you screwed with me, and now the ball's in your court. Yeah, it's that kind of energy. Two of Cups. Celebration success. Excuse me. The damage is done. People are celebrating about it. Yeah? Because now, if they've lied about 700,000, which, let's be honest, is not chump change. It's not like, whoops, we forgot to put through, the printing of some leaflets, which is what, 500 quid, £1,000. We're not talking about small change. It's £700,000. What else? And that's before we get to the Lord Ali stuff and then, other things going on. And yeah, there's a lot of money going on here. And that's the success here, exposing it, showing the two-facedness of it. Ten of Swords. Planned outcome. This is what I'm on about. Yeah? So they're desperately trying to control the narrative. Walking people. I didn't know the extent of the relationship with Lord Mandelson, best pal, blah, blah, blah. All that crap, right? And this is the kind of the planned outcome. It's like you screwed me over here. Page of Pentacles. The shake up here. Four of Pentacles. The offering, which is what we had here with the Page of Pentacles down here. So the Page of Pentacles wants you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I don't know if that's Blairite kind of his cult, or because obviously Mandelson was part of that, or whether or not it's another faction of Labour. But it feels like they're making a play for it now. And once again, the offering, but you've got to play our game now. Overarching energy, support role, underlying energy, unclear. Support role, this is what we're saying up here. Yeah, it doesn't feel like front line resignation. This feels like back office support role. Oh, it's McSweeney's fault, or it's excuse. Yeah? Interesting. I do like the gossip bit because it kind of ties the foundation. It kind of confirms or not whether or not I'm tapping in correctly with the foundation layer. That's why we do it, because it gives clarity. Some people have asked recently, and that's why I'm saying. Anyway, outcome. Here we go. Here we go, people. I suddenly got the image, and I don't think she ever did it. But Mrs. Bucket, Mrs. Bouquet residence, ladies and housekeeping, grasping at her pearls. Like I said, I don't think she ever did it in the TV series, but I just got that kind of energy. The lady of the residence. Oh, sorry, that's got me ahead now. The lady of housekeeping. Oh, God, good old times. Good old. See, BBC. That's all you need to do. Go back to that old school kind of like comedy, quality goods. Yeah, Only Fools and Horses, Keeping Up Appearances, even Dad's Army to some extent. You know what I mean? It's like that. Not this new stuff. This crazy stuff. I can't quote one thing from. To be honest, I never watched it. I just didn't think it worked. That Miranda woman. Yeah. She seems like a lovely lady, but it didn't resonate. You know what I And then wonder why they don't get any the viewers. Anyway, so outcome to this reading. Right. Okay. This feeling pretty. All right. Outcome. 4 of Pentacles again. That's what we had down here. Security. Okay. So the deal is done with whatever this faction is here. The Page of Pentacles, this offering, this you do something for us, we do something for you. Yeah. Happens. It may have already happened. As an example, and this is just an example, it's very interesting that in the last week or so, not in the last couple of days even, Starmer has, acknowledged the state of Palestine. So he's trying to, change the language and also hopefully kind of appeasing, if in some respects, the left of his party. But they're so left, as it, you know what I mean? They're so far gone, leaving Labour in the journey of it, not so far gone, that it's not even going to quench their thirst. If it's too little, too late kind of energy, yeah. But it's that kind of the security here, the comfort blanket, is now. We're probably going to see a big change in narrative yet again. To appease whatever this kind of life raft coming in to save, but they've got to do some certain deals. Yeah. Hermit, reflection. Some reason I'm seeing that as a searchlight, kind of shining light on the fact that it's almost proving that whatever Starmer doesn't actually stand for anything. How quickly, how easily he flip-flops between different factions of, trying to appease someone, but in the end doesn't, no one wants him. No one likes him because he's so flip-floppy. Do you see what I'm saying? It's that kind of, it's kind of shining a light on that. Yeah? Page of Cups, flirting again. 4 of Cups, no one wants it. It's interesting that as soon as I put down the Page of Cups, it's like, oh, but we're doing breakfast clubs. It's like, no one cares about breakfast clubs. Yeah? Stop. It's lovely, lovely ideal, beautiful. But no one wants breakfast clubs. Yeah? People want these things done. Deal with them and then come to the cherry on tops with the breakfast clubs and things like that. Yeah? It's that kind of energy. To the point where someone literally say, no one cares about your breakfast clubs kind of thing with the 4 of Cups. No one cares. Evidence of scandal, 3 of Wands. How far have we moved away from it? Judgment. The trumpet of truth. This feeling right here is that Moron Mandelson is not done. This feels like the other shoe dropping. This feels like, and I know this is going to be a deep cut for some people. If you were, and I'm not saying now, but were a fan of the RuPaul Drag Race thing, and Bianca Del Rio, who is pretty much one of the only talented people that actually came from it from season 6. This is when I stopped watching. I think I went to season 7. It was like, nah, no one is talented here anymore. So yeah, season 6, the winner, Bianca Del Rio, she or he refers to because it's very similar comedy to kind of like a Don Rickles, kind of like kind of spitting truths and that kind of stuff. It's very entertaining and very clever work that they do. But they refer to it as their Rolodex of hate. This is what I got from there. The Rolodex of what have I got on somebody. Yeah? The Rolodex of hate. Of the trumpet of truth. The other shoe dropping. It's similar, but not similar. It's like, it's very calculated through the Rolodex. Yeah? It's like, oh, you've teamed up with this side now. Right? So you've teamed up with those people. What have I got on those people? What have I got in my Rolodex that will screw you over the most for trying to do a partner deal with them? It's that kind of energy, okay? King of Swords, the truth coming out. What is that on anyway? Celebration, success. Yeah, the truth coming out. Truth, knowledge, wisdom, clarity, information, data, evidence has just popped in. That's not normally what we go through with the King of Swords, but it's like here we go, phase 2. So this, like going back to, this is just the prologue. Chapter 1. This is the King of Swords. This is the next. But it's now orchestrated by Moron Mandelson and his Rolodex of hate, as we're now calling it. Planned outcome. There comes in the passion. Trump, his minions are now like, here we go. We've got the memo. Here we go. Here is the next facet of this downfall. And remember, this is on top of with Lord Mandelson. That's not gone away, is it? Because he hasn't answered in Parliament or changed the narrative in Parliament where he lied in Parliament. That narrative hasn't been. So not only it's just so it's difficult to keep up, isn't it? It's so difficult to try and remember all of this stuff. But yeah, the Knight of Wands here it almost feels like the minions of Moron Mandelson kind of going out, spreading the word of this latest truth bomb. Yeah. 9 of Cups, manifesting. Like wish coming true kind of energy here. Kind of like happy, happy, joy, joy. On this side. The celebrations, it's winning. Yeah. Star card, divinely guided. This is what I'm saying. This is the missing link that we had from that previous reading. Here it comes. So, overarching energy, this feels like it's too much to handle. Like a juggling act, trying to balance it out. This is getting the energy of it's now becoming too much to handle. Queen of Pentacles. This feels like yet another trying to be practical, trying to be organized. This feels like it's like I keep referring to as the mumsy card, where very organized, all the Tupperware fits inside each other Tupperware. It's all very, brilliant and excellent. But this feels like desperation, bringing someone else in to try and fix the mess they've made, but it's too far gone. It is too far gone. Hold on, what's that? King of Cups. Wanted to slide out there. King of Cups for me is like, it's just call it. I think the King of Cups is like, just call it. Call the election. Just go. Yeah. Just or vote of no confidence or whatever it is, but it's just like, we need to change. We need to do this now. This is too much. And I will say, like I've always said on this channel, remember that they've all sat there. All these MPs, Labour MPs, have all gone along with it, all kind of like said nothing. They haven't clubbed together and trying to organise themselves or anything like that to get rid of this. They're all part of it. Of this cabal kind of thing, they're all. So when it comes to elections, and they're like, oh, but I did try and stand up against, no one cares. You didn't do enough. You try to play both sides. Goodbye. It's that kind of thing, that kind of energy there. So look, I'm just going to do the cartoon clarity, and then we'll get out. Get the hell out of here, kind of thing. Because it just feels as if I need to kind of tap into the King of Cups, the King of Swords. Yeah. Just a little bit, just to finalize. It definitely feels like a breakdown. It definitely feels like a breakdown. Have you noticed? And I've noticed this in the last couple of months, but it's really becoming obvious, I suppose is the good word to use, is that no matter where Starmer is now, his eyes, just watch his eyes, because they're like, it's that death stare. It's that kind of 10,000 yard stare kind of energy, yeah? They're just soulless. There is nothing that never has been. But I mean, like they're so hollow now. It's like, wow. It's just like there's nothing there. But it was very obvious, almost like when the whole Palestine video. If you've seen clips of that on different outline media outlet things or whatever, he just looks like a hostage video, and that's from his official Twitter handle, right? So they had many times they could have re-recorded that to spruce him up a bit, and that was the best take they had. And he is just like a hostage video. I'm surprised he's not holding up a newspaper to confirm what the date is, you know, for the bribe, the payout. So the Four of Cups. Let's have a look at this. Justice again. Holy crap. Yeah. You reap what you sow. King of Swords. This feels like the breakdown of the relationships. This is good, like what we were saying over here. Oh, you're working with those people now. Let's break that up with this truth bomb. Okay, that feels like within a week or two, like quite reasonably quickly compared to some other areas of this reading. The damage is done with the accident, like the boo boo is what I'm getting there. It's like the truth bomb, the accident, the blow up. Yeah, the damage is done. The injury is caused, and then the wish heading the right direction, divinely guided. Okay, so this, because it feels as if, and this is asterisk footnote here for this reading, and then we'll get out because I've, you know, it's going on a bit. So who's gonna? We should blame somebody for that. These waffle. But there is the energy that has been reasonably consistent, I would say, since the middle of August in general, is kind of closing the door behind us. There is the reason why this is being prolonged spiritually, energetically, is to ensure that it's almost like highlighting all the problem makers, yeah? Making sure that all these people can't come back. Because if we're going to have the Etch-a-Sketch end of the world start again, which we've basically already had, when Pluto went into Aquarius for the next, 20 odd years, like we've been bashing on about for a while, we need to, it's almost like the Etch-a-Sketch. We need to get rid of all the dead wood. We need to get rid of all the troublemakers. We need to get and this kind of final hurrah is that kind, like getting the dead wood out, getting the bad people out, slowly but surely, that kind of energy. Because it's not one, we all know it's not one or two bad eggs. It's a whole egg farm in some respects. And so that's what's happening here. Friendship, the new team. This feels like the new team, the new people. There's the trap. The trap is what I've literally just talked about. It's weird that it always happens, isn't it? And the cards are always on show that I don't get a sneak peek, right? So I love this is why I love this magic trick, I like to call it. So cool. The trap, that's what we're getting rid of, the dead wood. Friendship definitely feels like the new team coming in. Okay, so we're on the cusp of this big collaboration underneath as well. This big kind of shift. And it just feels as if what's holding this up are people who are kind of stuck in the mud, standing their ground, don't want to leave, kind of pig ignorant kind of energy, arrogant energy, and so it gets worse and gets worse, and the trumpets of truth get worse and worse, and do you see what I'm saying? It escalates, and that's to the point where close the door behind you. It won't, this lot won't get back in. The damage is done. Possible criminal charges. Possible, with the justice twice. It's that kind of energy where it's like ensuring that this almost self-righteous generation that's in all these different pies, fingers in pies, are wiped out. And like replaced by kind of balanced kind of more insightful people, especially with the vow and the star card, kind of how things should be, and then kind of resetting that conversation. So, because you may be noticing, especially, and I'll say this now as a footnote kind of thing, it's interesting that from the aftermath of Charlie Kirk, how quickly so many people expose themselves for the just horrific human beings that they are. Yeah? And then some of them, especially in America, one like crying on the internet that they got fired soon after or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it exposes, closes the door behind them kind of thing, exposes this malicious, almost evil kind of energy for the people that they are, to get rid of them, to replace them with not like-minded people, but more balanced people. Yeah, I'm getting that very lot with the justice, the balance there, the promise here, with the vow. More kind of level-headed, not extreme positions. Yeah. So and I think this is part of the plan, kind of the divine plan. What would I know? But I mean, it's like, it's all well and good changing the figurehead, Starmer, but the minions and the people in the blob, and in America, the people in the swamp, and all that kind of stuff, the real people in power, as it were, behind the scenes, they'll still be there. This is part of a whole kind of wipeout, and being replaced with more balanced people. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense here. I hope it's all part of this transition that I've been bashing on about for the last year or so. That we're finally seeing kind of the end of that kind of chapter, it feels like. So if you enjoyed this reading, please thumb me like. I hope you enjoyed it and all that kind of stuff. Interesting things, interesting times in the next couple of weeks. It's just like one bombshell after another coming, it feels like. It's just quick succession. Subscribe, dingling that bell and all that jazz. Please support UK Nature Watch as well. Subscribe, dingling over there. And if you're on Twitch or Kick maybe, please follow over there as well. We need to boost those numbers up as well, please. Comment down below, all that jazz. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.